Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya, y'all. It is 1:55 a.m. on Wednesday, June 7th, 2023. It is my late mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama. I love you. Y'all, let us start today with an affirmation. Let us start today with words of encouragement for us to cling to. Times are getting interesting, and we need words of encouragement. We need words of power to speak to ourselves. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, an affirmation for this day. Oh my goodness, we get powerful star. Look at this, holding the sun in your hand. As I gaze into the big blue sky above me, illuminated by life's giving star, I hold my head back and breathe in. I allow the sun to touch my skin and to feel its power flowing into my spirit. I take its light as a source of revitalizing energy. Oh my goodness. And guys, yes, I have been out there sun gazing, sunbathing, grounding, floating, being a part of the all. It is time to tap into the energy, y'all. It's time. Let me read this again. Powerful star. As I gaze into the big blue sky above me, illuminated by Earth's life-giving star, I hold my head back and breathe in. I allow the sun to touch my skin, and I feel its power flowing into my spirit. I take its light as a source of revitalizing energy. Namaste. Namaste. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Happy Wednesday, you early birds. It's early. Ain't even 2 o'clock in the morning yet. So let us go ahead and get this party started. I have some great questions today. My first question is from Chase Z. Chase wants to know, how do we heal America's spirit? How do we heal America's spirit? The first thing we have to do, Chase, the very first thing, is heal ourselves. We can't do anything until we take care of what's staring us back in the mirror. And guys, taking care of ourselves is the most important, because when we care for ourselves, we are automatically improving the world and caring for everyone else. It's time to let our heart, to open our heart chakra, to allow that light to shine. It's time for us to say, I'm sorry, to those who we need to say, I'm sorry to. We need to say, I understand, to those who we need to say, we understand. Take responsibility for what we have done, for what we have contributed, good and bad. Everything is not negative, okay? We need to stand up and pat ourselves on the back for the good that we do, okay? You are an amazing, special person who is here at this time to change this world, okay? And that's real talk. I know y'all came here for politics, but you also came here for the spiritual side of this, because it's part of you. It's part of every one of us. We can't escape it. You feel the energy, and you know you have to do something about it. All right? So, Chase, how we heal as a collective is by healing ourselves, taking responsibility for our actions, changing what we can change, and knowing when to step away from something, knowing when our action or inaction could be part of the problem. Okay? So, but number one, it is taking self-accountability. That's how we heal. We must heal ourselves. Heal the person in the mirror. All right, my next question is from Must Be Heard. Must Be Heard asks, what's with the Fed now, Federal Government Finance App? Must Be Heard wants to know, will this be competing with Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal? Must Be Heard, yes. Okay, all right. First thing I gotta say is for entertainment purposes only. This is the federal government I'm fisting to insult. Okay, what is going on with this Fed now? And what you have seen go on with the creators of Cash App and some other financial institutions who have just wound up unalived. This is the federal government that is about to be big brother in everything you do. The FedNow app is going to be a mandatory app sooner or later. I guarantee you, if you receive any type of a welfare check or any type of assistance through the government, either if it's federal or if it is local government, you will be required to download that FedNow app so that they can monitor every transaction that you make. Watch. As time goes by, FedNow will infiltrate PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, all of them. Okay? This is an overreach. This is part of the nouveau world order that is stamped on the back of our dollar bill, which is the time that they are forcibly ushering in I've been talking about this, saying that we are going to go to an all digital currency. It is closer than you can imagine, and there's no turning back from it. So this is one of those things. Fighting against this is for naught. The Federal Reserve is going to make the dollar disappear. Your dollar is going to be worthless. Everything is going to be digital currency. What is in your digital wallet? And then they're going to finesse that as well. Okay? So Must Be Heard. FedNow, the finance app, is going to be the ring that rules them all. The federal government is going to insert itself into all digital financial transactions, so that in America, so that the United States government will be able to know exactly when you get your money, how you get your money, and where you spend it. It's an intrusion on your privacy. It's an intrusion on your very life. And it is a way for them to have their fingers literally in your pockets. There you go. Must Be Heard. My next question is from Danielle R. Danielle wants to know, how will Christie's bid for president go? How will Christie's... Okay, just one backwards. All right. How will Christie's bid for the White House go? And remember, Chris Christie ran before. I think he ran in 2018. Yeah, he ran in 2018 when there was like every Republican in the United States was running against DJTJ or DJT. Okay, here we go. Last shuffle. How will Chris Christie do in his bid, his run for president? And guys, if you want me to stack these guys up as they're coming in so that we can see who will be standing, who will be left standing at the end or at the middle or whatever you want to know, what it'll get whittled down to, go ahead and start putting their names in. Names and states, if you wouldn't mind, for the ones who are confirmed to be running. Both sides, Democratic and Republican, because y'all, I don't watch the news, so I don't know, unless it just happens to come across my YouTube feed. I ain't looking for it, so let me know who you want me to do a matchup with, and I will read on that. Here we go. Chris Christie, how will you do in your bid for president? Ooh. Chris Christie, first thing I'm going to say about this is kind of feel like he's in it so that he can get some money. He may be having a little bit of financial difficulty. This run for president can insert some quick cash into his coffers. Look at it as a money-making scheme. He's got some stuff coming. I don't know if he's fighting off lawsuits or if there is a possibility that somebody is about to launch some lawsuits against him, but he has got some trouble incoming. And by the end of it, he is going to be battle weary. He's got a partnership in this. He's got somebody who is urging him on. And the first thing that's coming up, and I don't know if he's a member or not, but this is, I'm hearing Federalist Society. Not that he's even a viable candidate at this point, but I guess anything is better than what they got running. All right. What Chris Christie is going to be facing, number one, he's going to be facing a mutiny of sorts. A lot of people don't want him. A lot of people know him. A lot of people don't want him back. So he's going to have a hard time in his campaign drawing new blood to him. People are not interested in what he's got to say, and his track record speaks for itself. He closed the beaches on one of the hottest summers, and him and his family went down and had that whole beach as their own private resort, while all the rest of his New Jersey citizens were sweltering inside of their houses. He's going to be fighting off a lot of negative press, a lot of negative campaigning, specifically going after Chris Christie. But again, like as it begins, so it ends. Chris Christie this run is to help him get some money. He's going to be filling up his coffers and trying to protect what he can and to use what he can. He's not going to go far. He's not going to be successful in his bid for the presidency. But he's going to try to make as much money off of it as he possibly can. There you go, Danielle. My next question is from Sachet. Sachet wants to know, why do we have deja vu? Great question, Sachet. Deja vu is a clash of timelines. When you experience deja vu, that, oh my God, I have done this before. I have played out this scenario from beginning to end before. That is a thought-form timeline that you have created that have come and intersected with each other. Deja vu is you running into a past or future present event that you've already done. All right? So deja vu is real, and your remembering is your remembrance of being on another timeline, and whatever changed it, thought form, that you're on the timeline that you're on now, and some thought, word, or situation triggered that intersection, and you have deja vu. I hope that explains that to you, Sachet. Sachet's next question is, how does a soul determine which sperm and egg to enter before it comes back into life? It doesn't. Again, the sperm and the egg, that is a random thing, okay? You're coming back. Again, the soul does not enter the spirit of the infant until that infant takes its first breath, okay? Your spirit enters the body on your first breath. So, again, you don't choose whether you're going to be male or female. You choose whether you're going to be here. Your sex, your gender, your color, your creed is all random, okay? You may choose your parents, but that may be about it, okay? Everything else is just random. Again, you are given a body, not a custom-made body. You could get a very broken body. Whatever your lesson that you need to learn, experience, or teach is going to be in the body that your spirit quickens into. And you quicken at that first breath. That's when life is actually entered into you and you are an independent being. Okay, and this is important because while you are in your mother's womb, you're a parasite. There's your lesson for today. You do not do anything independently. You don't breathe on your own. You don't feed yourself. You don't eliminate your own waste. You are a little parasite growing inside of the woman, and all of your needs are being taken care of by her body. You are not an individual creature until you exit her and take your independent breath. And then you have separated from your mother and you are an individual person. All right? Okay. My next question is from Spirits Beyond the Stars. Spirits wants to know, will they ever figure out who killed the 6 women in Portland, Oregon? Okay, and that's all the information that Spirits gave me on this. So I'll answer this question to the best of my ability. Tarot's going to answer this question. Will the murderer or murderers of the 6 women in Portland, Oregon be found and brought to justice? Tarot, please. Tell us, will the murderer or murderers, yes, the first, yes, oh my goodness, yes, oh my goodness, and I'm going to show you these cards. I want to show you just how Tarot answered this card. Okay, first card out, we get the 3 of Cups. This is a big yes, but there's 3 of these women, okay, 3 of these women. Behind them, what's chasing them is death. Who in front of them we have the crossroads. There is something, some evidence that has been found that has illuminated this case. The police know who did it. This was not done by a singular person, but more likely by a couple, okay? 2 people. Could be 2 male and a female, or even 2 males. There's a male involved, however. The next card we have the 5 of Pentacles, the poverty card, the loss. How these women were duped, taken, who got into the confidence of these murderers, was these people were posing to try to help them. These people were like, what can I do to try to help you? These people will be tried and found guilty and will go to prison. They will be brought to justice. And the final outcome is the devil. This is what they did. Force, fatality, ruin, just treacherousness. This is the evilness of men. And here again, we have, right there, we got the lovers, those two chained to each other. This was done, these murders were done by a pair of murderers, okay? Not a singular. So this is not a singular serial killer. This is like a tag team serial killing. Ugh, it's disgusting. But yes, spirits, they will be found and brought to justice. My next question is from Preston. And Preston, I'm so sorry that you've been having difficulties since the full moon. Preston asks, has anyone else had a hard time since the full moon? Oh my goodness, I told y'all that these energies were amped up. We are expected right now to deal with our stuff, okay? So if a lot of things are bubbling up, these are issues that require your attention, and it is not going to go away until you move your feet and do what you have to do. This energy is also, this is a teaching energy. We must learn how to let go of things that are not ours to carry around. If you're finding yourself exhausted, just out of energy, if everything just started hurting all of a sudden, that is pressure on your body. That is the universe telling you there are things that you've got to deal with, that you need to take off of you and set down. This is the time where we really need to focus on our breath, manage our stress, our anxiety. Let go. Do not allow fear and anxiety to take you out of yourself, okay? Everything is going to be okay, all right? We're going to go through some hard things, but nothing for you to be worried about. Elevate yourself. Raise your vibration. Worry sucks your energy. Worry drains your battery. Worry is a worthless emotion. Worry is as worthless as anger is. Let it go. You have survived 100% of everything life has thrown at you. You have survived everything. Whatever you're going through now, you will survive this as well, because the power is in you. And you just need to learn how to breathe and be like the little steam kettle. Learn how to open that valve and allow all that excess garbage to flow out of you. Do not hold in anything that can eat you. That's how you get cancer. By not letting go of things that are not yours to carry. By worrying, by being angry. That manifests into cancer. Breathe. Exhale. Let that stuff go. Heal yourself from the inside out. All right? My next question, and I want to talk about this too, because this goes on about these women who are being murdered and abducted. I want to talk about the Black, brown, and Native women and children who are being abducted and trafficked daily. And this is where I am going to ask you, because it is summertime, and this is when more kids and women get snatched, because people are out at later times of night. People are doing things People are drawing attention to themselves, and I'm not shaming or victim blaming, but I am saying that when pretty people walk around and they attract the attention of unscrupulous people, bad things can happen, okay? And human trafficking is a real thing. Guys, as you are out and about, keep your eyes open. Notice, just notice who's with whom. Not to put your nose in it, not to be a Karen, but just, this is the time. You know how you stop human trafficking? Is by speaking to strangers, saying, hello, good morning, how's your day? Hello, little one, how's your day? Look at their face. Is there terror on them? And then all you got to do is use your own intuition and ask yourself, is there something wrong here? If there's a missing child, there's a picture of that child somewhere. There's a whole network that you can go through and see. There's an 8-year-old little girl missing. Pick it up on your phone. And if you can, and they're on there. There's a whole website for missing children. Download the app so you can just swipe it open with your thumb if need be. Again, it's time for us to be looking out for each other. This is what we are being asked to do. You know that story about Cain and Abel, when Cain said, I am not my brother's keeper. Yes, we are. That doesn't mean you have to go out and put yourself in debt. That does not mean you have to allow people into your house that don't belong into your house. What it does mean is that when you see somebody in need, that you do something. That is all we are being asked to do, is to, when we see something wrong, to do something. All right, I'm going to stop yelling. All right? Because we got so many people that just go missing every day. Human trafficking is a real thing, and it happens right in front of us. Las Vegas, I swear, is the capital of children trafficking. When you see little kids being drugged up and down the strip at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock in the morning by adults, you're seeing human trafficking. Open your eyes. Everything is right in front of you. Again, I'm not asking you to be a Karen. If you see a little kid and that little kid's face is pleading with you, all you got to do is open the Missing Children's app and see, okay, this kid looks like he's about 8 years old. Look at the kid. Take a snapshot of that child in your mind, or that woman, or that man. This is why speaking to people, using your own intuition, reading people's energy, people who are begging, screaming for help, send an energetic SOS. Be receptive so that you can see it, feel it when it's happening. Every one of us is being activated. Every one of us is being turned on. Okay? I know some of y'all who are here for the political stuff is like, what is all of this? But if you're here for it. You're here for all of it. Take what resonates. Leave the rest. But be aware that our energy, everything in our world is in flux right now. Everything is changing. And for us to survive, for us to move on, to break on through to the other side, we have to be like water. We must be like water. Okay? We've got to roll with the punches, go with the flow. We have got to go over these rapids, because if we fight them, we're going to get beat up. Let go. Trust. Trust. Trust yourself above all. All right. My next, I went back to spirits and we were on Preston's. Has anybody else had a hard time through this full moon? So, yeah, energy. Let go. Breathe. Let go. My next question is from spirits. That's why I got confused. Could the GOP win any elections without cheating? No, because the GOP is anti-person. You see what they do as a collective. They target who they think is the weakest in their own group. They single people out. You can't be an inclusive party if you're always looking for a reason to exclude your members. And this is what they're on. They are on a mission of exclusion. You cannot be different. You cannot be different and be in the GOP. Oh, you can if your name is George Anthony DeVolder Santos. You can be gay, you can be queer, you can be a transvestite, you could be a cross-dresser, you could be a female interpreter, entertainer, and it is A-OK. But if you are George Anthony DeVolder Santos's constituent in New York, then doggone it, you cannot be gay, you cannot be transgendered, you cannot be genderqueer, you cannot be a female impersonating performer. It's the hypocrisy that does it for me. And that is what the GOP has rooted itself in. Hypocrisy. You old saying, talking out of both sides of their neck. Okay? Because they have no platform. They say what they feel is what they feel their masses want to hear. They are always playing to the crowd. Nothing is authentic. The one thing that is authentic is their bloodthirst to make sure that you and I are unprotected, broke, and sick. Okay? Because they go after your money, they go after your job security, and they make sure that we have the worst health care on the planet. All right? There you go, spirits. No, the GOP would not win any elections without cheating, without lying, without a whole bunch of Hitler-esque propaganda. My last question on this, and it's a short one because I didn't have very many questions, y'all. Will the GOP be stopped from stealing future elections? Here we go. This was one for tarot. Will the GOP... No, not yet. Not yet. Not until we extinguish this fire. Not until we extinguish this fire. Okay? But tarot is saying, yeah, tarot gave me 3 yeses, and we've got justice in here. So I'm going to take my opinion and extract that, and I'm going to let you know what tarot has to say about this, spirits. Tarot is saying that the GOP is going to be stopped from stealing elections. The first card we got is the Strength card, okay? And this has got to be the United States becoming stronger, because we've got to stop them from this bad faith propaganda that they're doing. Below, we've got the Fool. Tarot is saying we have to have faith. We have to believe that things will change and things will change. But our entire government is about to change, y'all. But here's the important card. This is the Justice card. And this is what is coming rapidly. DJ T is about to get arrested for real, federally arrested very soon, maybe today, if you didn't yet, maybe today. Okay, this indictment, this arrest is imminent. This is a change in everything. This is a change, a shift in everything. And that doesn't mean that things are going to get easier from here. But this is where movement begins. All right? We have the Queen of Wands. This is, again, we got woman energy here. This is going to be a movement of women as well. We got partnerships. Yes, the people are going to come together and stop the GOP, and it's going to be led. It's going to be led by women, okay? This is going to be something, a worldwide push back against these right-winged politics. That's what this is. Yes, spirits beyond the stars. There is going to be a change, a severe change, but it's going to come with some pain for all of us. But yes, there is going to be a change. All right, y'all. So, continuing with our lesson, we have been discussing our chakras, what they do, and now I am going to discuss with you how to help tap into and heal your chakras, okay? So, this is important for meditation, knowing what sound is resonant with what chakra, okay? So listen to this. Sometimes you just want to find a way to quickly immerse yourself into a healing environment to meditate, pray, or simply relax. Sound and aromatherapy can create that environment very quickly. Start by selecting a chakra to focus on. Breathe in one of its suggested fragrances several times by applying a blended oil directly to your hands, or use an oil diffuser, cotton balls, incense stick, or candle. Next, select background music or a singing bowl recording that uses the suggested frequency, and then spend a moment chanting the provided vowel and mantra. I am going to give to you the vowel and mantra for each chakra. So if you need to run and go get a pen and paper, go ahead and go get it. If not, just come back to this section of the video and you can write it down later. Okay, and as always, we are going to start at the root chakra, the base. The sound therapy. The vowel for your root chakra is like hug. The mantra is Lam, L-A-M. So you want to go Lam. Okay? The note is C. It is 396 hertz. Okay? So if you're using binaural beats or you're using frequencies, you want to tune it to 396 hertz. For aromatherapy for the root chakra, you would want to use cedar wood, patchouli, thyme, sandalwood, vetiver, and ginger. Your sacral chakra, the sound therapy is the vowel oo, like in two. The mantra is VAM, V-A-M. So this is the note is D, 417 hertz. So it's going to sound like this. Ooh, VAM. Okay? The aromatherapy for your sacral chakra is orange, jasmine, hibiscus, ylang ylang, neroli, and clary sage. Your solar plexus chakra, the sound therapy vowel is O, as in low. The mantra is Ram, so your sound is going to be Olam. The note is E, and the hertz is 528 hertz. The aromatherapy is lemon, ginger, vetiver, black pepper, chamomile, and juniper. For your heart chakra, the sound therapy is ah, like in paw. The mantra is yam, Y-A-M. So it is I am. And you hear it, I am. And that is your heart chakra. The note is F. The hertz to use is 639 hertz. The aromatherapy is rose, geranium, holly, neroli, sandalwood, bergamot, and melissa. Melissa is my fragrance. It's wonderful. It smells like lemons. For your throat chakra, your sound therapy is I, like in my. And the mantra is ham. So I, again, ham. The note is A, and it is at 852 hertz. The aromatherapy to use for your throat chakra, it's I ham. The note is G. I switched. I'm sorry about that. So we're going to go back. Let me do this again. For the throat chakra, the vowel is I. The mantra is ham. Ham. The note is G. And this is at 741 hertz. The aromatherapy is lavender, chamomile, sage, peppermint, eucalyptus, and rosemary. The third eye chakra, the sound therapy is A, like in say. The mantra is The note is A, and it is at 852 hertz. The aromatherapy is sage, rosemary, pine, lavender, cypress, juniper, and neroli. The crown chakra, the sound therapy vowel is E, like in B. The mantra is N. This is the letter N, tongue to the roof of your mouth. N. The note is B, and this is at 963 hertz. The aromatherapy is frankincense, lotus, myrrh, sandalwood, spikenard, and vetiver. Okay, y'all. There is our chakra lesson for today. Our weather again. Guys, expect there to be some strange winds, okay? And I just have to say this, and I'm going to call them what I think they are, and these are solar winds. We are going to go into a period again where we're going to be bombarded a bit with some solar flares. Again, this is going to mess with a lot of people's electronics. Things are going to be happening. If things are taking a long time to upload, download, or just happen, breathe through it. Inhale, exhale. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Turning it off and on may ease your mind, but patience is what is needed at this time. Again, if you are not a melanated person, it is imperative, even for melanated people, especially if you are very light skinned, and this is because of UV rays, not because of the sun. Protect your skin, okay? If you do not have a lot of melanin in your skin, use some sunblock. It is necessary, because if you can't deal with it, it can harm you, all right? So just put that in your back pocket. Protect yourself. Eyes, nose, ears, things that you want to keep, things you don't want to fall off or get cut off. Protect them, all right? Everybody's grown here. Do you, boo-boo, but know that protection is necessary, all right? Again, we're going to have some hot spots. We're going to have some extreme weather. America is going to start seeing a whole bunch of wildfires just start popping up out of nowhere starting this week. So, fire season is upon us. It's going to be a quick start. It'll die down a little bit. They'll get things under control. But this is something that we're going to be dealing with for the entire summer season, is clusters of pop-up wildfires, okay? Again, if you live in a fire-prone area, do what you know you need to do around your structures to keep yourself safe. If you need to dig a fire line, if you need to go outside and cut back those weeds, trees, brush, do what you know you need to do, all right? And be prepared. Again, listen to your weather people. Listen to your meteorologists, especially if you're living in Texas and Oklahoma, Mississippi, parts of Mississippi, all right? It is hurricane, not hurricane, it is hurricane season too, but it is tornado season, and it's going to be active. So, and we're going to have tornadoes that are going to be spreading wildfires. So, when we got that to look forward to. Again, be prepared. Listen to your news. Take care of what you need to take care of. This is on us. We have to be responsible. If we want to change this world, we got to be responsible for what we are supposed to be responsible for. I love you. I love you. I love you. It is 2:43. I think this will be loaded in time for 4 o'clock. I will see you then. If you would like to schedule a reading with me, psychictanya9@gmail.com. I love you. I love you. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Bye-bye, y'all.